Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here, back with reading the My Hero Academia manga. This is chapter 418. The 2-week hiatus is over, and I am first of all, I'm very excited. Second of all, pretty nervous because the last 48 hours for me have been very strange. For those of you who don't know, on Twitter, what I'll usually do is I'll like 8 or so hours before leaks come out, I'll post my predictions, and then I'll kind of go radio silent for the next 24 hours, let the leaks happen, and I avoid them, and I'll come back the following day, but still won't even view my timeline. I'll just post stuff, and that's kind of about it. I came back after the leaks came out. I normally do. I came out 20 hours later, and I had a bunch of notifications of people tagging me in various posts, and then I also had a bunch of DMs, and I never get DMs. I don't know, people just don't like to DM me, I don't know, but I had 6 or 7, and I'm like, okay, wait, something's up here. So I didn't read any of the DMs, I didn't look at what I was tagged in, and I just kind of backed away again from Twitter. I'm like, what is going on here? So my general indication is that this chapter is something special. Now, I haven't been spoiled for anything, thank God, because if it's that special, then I want to go in blind. But it makes me a little bit nervous because that's never happened before. So yeah, I need to remind myself, just treat it like any other chapter, go on in and have a good time. I do have some predictions. My thought process has changed a lot over the last 2 weeks. Initially, my initial predictions were kind of like most people's, where okay, Deku's gonna witness the Shimura disaster because he needs to kind of see what happened and understand Shigaraki, and then it might end with that panel of the kid Deku walking toward kid Tenko, the one that Horikoshi teased a long time ago. That was my initial thought as well. It would kind of go like that. But as time went on, and we dove into the second week, my thought process, I was like, no, wait, that'd be too simple and straightforward. So I started to think about when Deku and Nana first reached the vestige home of Tenko, Nana said this is his most vulnerable place and time. And I just was thinking about okay, and this has been in the back of my mind for so long, but now it feels like the right time. So All For One said that he had a trump card or something, a last ditch effort. And this alludes to my Twitter. Well, actually, I had 2 predictions. The first one was, I think All For One now is going to make his move. Specifically, what I said last second prediction for 14. We end the chapter with All For One activating his final trump card. Shimura said it herself. Shigaraki is currently at his most vulnerable time and place. Maybe something is lurking, waiting. So that's kind of what I think. I don't know if it'll be this chapter or the next one, but I really think no one ever talks about what All For One said. I think it's because they disregard All For One as a lunatic and a loser, which, sure. But my other prediction was, and this is kind of a lesser one, Nana was physically able to prevent Tenko from being hit again. Remember when she dove in and prevented the slap? Maybe we're thinking about the whole situation wrong. Maybe we're not going to see Deku witness the whole massacre. Maybe he'll actually intervene. Because what does Deku do? He protects people. So maybe he's physically able to stop that disaster from happening. Obviously, historically, it'll still happen, but in this vestige world. Yeah, that's kind of about it. That's kind of all I have for predictions. I'm just eager to see what all the hubbub is about, because I already knew this chapter would be special. That was the vibe I was getting, plus getting a week break, but everyone is freaking out about it, so let's dive on in. Okay. Okay, here we go. First page. By the way, these are on TCB scans. Shout out to Rukasu for translating. He also hits me up when they come out, which is really nice. Thank you. Okay, first page. I hate everyone. We're getting Deku in the middle school uniform, looking at Tenko with Mon's the dog, right? what Deku found there. ... Oh my god, okay. Sorry. Chapter 418. A small heart. That sounds very similar to Mina's chapter. Wasn't hers like a meager heart or like No, wait, no, it was different. It was like a meager heart in the unofficials, and then the officials was meek spirits or something. So maybe this one's different. That seems similar though. 418, a small heart. Getting a shot of Deku's shocked expression. It's the same thing I felt back in Gunga. And then he starts to run. Oh my god. Ah, shit, it's happening. Poochie's going to go disintegrated right here. Deku. Oh my god, the horror. Like Deku, the cute little cinnamon bun that he is, he's about to see. Yep, okay. So we see it. We see Moan get disintegrated and goops of flesh and stuff fall to the ground. It is just like we saw before. From a different perspective, though. Moan-chan, says Tenko. And Deku just looks in horror at this. That's the first time he activated decay, he thinks. Oh shit, his sister's coming out. Okay. Is my prediction gonna come true? Is he gonna like protect her, or no? He's gonna try something, right? Tenko. So she says, and Deku looks fine. By the way, visually really cool. You could tell it's very dark out, and it's just bold black and grays on Deku, which is really cool. Deku says, "No way, that's how it is." What's about to happen is his true core, and this is when Teku's like freaking out. He can't breathe. He's all like he can't say anything. Like he's just panic and pure anxiety just taking over. Like that's and then she screams, ah! 'Cause obviously you see a goopy mess of your dog, you're gonna scream. And poor Tenko still can't say anything. He's just breathing, and oh god, are we gonna see her get disintegrated again? Okay. No, we don't. It came true. He did. He dove in to help, but he's like, whoa, he's way younger. He went from middle school straight down to like 5-year-old Deku, close to the same age as Tenko. So he is physically interacting with the world, much like Nana did. Okay, so my lesser prediction came true. That's cool. The problem is, okay, people have been theorizing this. If Deku gets decayed in the Vestige world, will it affect him in real life? Because let's not forget, little Tenko here just awoke in decay. So does that mean Deku? Okay. I have to put an end to this, Deku thinks. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I just had to put some contact solution in my eyes. It was a little dry. Okay, I have to put an end to this. And he dives. They lock hands. They're blocking each other. We're in a world of memories. I have to keep visualizing. Keep holding on to him. While remembering my hands being there. One for all. Why? Says Tenko. One for all got me here, he thinks. And oh my god! This is like legitimately oh my god, I can't. I'll have to use my own body. He thinks, and his hand is getting decayed. Because you're crying, says Deku. As Deku starts to cry. Oh my god. Oh no. And then you see Tenko, like, pupils gone. Like, it's crazy that what we're seeing is not only like a memory, but it's also like a personification of like kind of his soul in this situation. So like we're seeing Tenko almost like aghast, like he doesn't, like it's conflicting with like everything. Deku's stirring the pot and shit is happening. That's the vibe I'm getting right here. No, I chose to do that. And I assume this is Shigaraki's narration coming in. Tenko's feelings are coming straight at me. Deku thinks, I destroyed my house and my family of my own volition. Otherwise, why would I even have these hands? He's asking himself questions now. Like, is he starting? Whoa! We're gonna get a straight up shot of Tenko here. Who would be able to explain why I was born this way? Deku's doing it. He's like reaching the core like issue that Shigaraki, like everything that stemmed from. Like Shigaraki puts on this super tough persona and all that, but like we're there now. We're in the heart of it where it's like, why was I born this way? Why did I do what I actually why did I actually do what I did? And he's trying to convince himself, no, I did it because I wanted to. I chose to do it. But now he's starting to ask himself, and you see him crying. Oh my God. Oh, this is so good. This is the most delicate and weak spot. Yep. Thinking back to what Nana said, exactly. Oh my God, yes. He's repelling me, but I can't let go. Deku thinks. A strong hatred and sense of catharsis balanced against sorrow and perplexity. As we're getting like a cool image of a scale here. Right now, Tenko is still wavering. Yes! Oh my, Horikoshi is doing this so well. He is perfectly materializing and showing us the turmoil inside of Shigaraki and Tenko, however you want to say it. This is so good. Oh my God. Okay. So we're cutting back to another flashback shot. Not a flashback, but like a pan back shot of both of them. They're both just standing there, little kids. Like, it's almost like sumo wrestlers, but like much more serious. Get your hands off me, says Tenko. And we're cutting back to him walking through the streets after he killed his family, and no one would like reach out. That's the panel where it's like, if anyone at that time would have reached out to me, anyone. Yeah, and we're getting that old lady who just looked at him and like got creeped out and walked away. Horikoshi's tying it all together, baby. Oh yeah. Maybe there's no other way besides killing. And I don't know what I'm gonna do when the time comes. And we're thinking back to when Deku was talking to the Vestiges, back when he wasn't still fully materialized in that world. I think this is during the hospital. Is this during the hospital scene after the first war? I think it is, where he's saying like they're all telling him like, you gotta kill him, bro. You gotta kill him. And Deku's like, I can't ignore the kid I saw in there. Deku says, I felt as his arm got disintegrated, his left arm. Well, his hand's still there, but like the arm part is gone. I felt the hatred's flow is too strong. I'll be shattered into pieces. I felt at ease when someone held my hand. Dude! Fuck! Oh my God, that's so good. And we're thinking back to when Deku was running from Class 1A and Ida grabs his hand, and just the sense of like that came over him when someone grabbed his hand. Hot diggity dog, that's good. Oh my gosh. Horikoshi, you're so good. Oh, this is brilliant, man. And now, okay, so it looks like Tenko is starting to become like kind of ghosty. Deku's arm, left arm just shatters. There's no way. I personally don't think this will happen. There's no way his arm in the real world gets shattered. I don't think it works that way. I don't think Deku just lost his arm in the real world. I think this is just within the Vestige world. I could be wrong. But like we'll see. But my personal theory is no, it won't. That's why I'm here. He straight up said I'm here. Deku's. Holy shit, bro! The shot. Oh, that's the thumbnail. Oh my God. Oh my God. Deku straight up says I'm here. It's not the same as I am here, but it's abbreviated, but it's like, it's the same, like, meaning, right? Oh, fuck. And the imagery, the shot, I'm covering the lead here. That he says, I'm not, that's the lead too. But Okay, I'm sorry. I'm losing my cool here. Deku says that's why I'm here, and it cuts to them. They're no longer locked hands. Obviously, Deku's arm is disintegrated, but they're both kneeling, and there's heads just against each other, and their hands at their legs. Like, well, Tenko's is again, Deku lost his arm, and they're both just kind of. This is. There's no violence or malice here. It's just two souls just collapsed on the ground next to each other. This is so good. Oh my god. No wonder people are freaking out. Oh my god. We're cutting to a new scene. Whoa. Yo, no way. It is. This wasn't in this week's predictions. I had this like a few weeks ago, but I predicted that we would see the scene where it was like Tenko at the park with the friends that he was playing hero with. We're getting that now. I had predicted that weeks ago, but no, it's getting it now. It's straight up. Oh my god, this is gonna tug at my heartstrings, isn't it? Okay. Mentally prepare. You got this, Mighty. Okay. All right. They're at the park. It's a beautiful day. There's a swing set. There's a slide, and you see Tenko run up to some other guys who are presumably his pals. Dude, this is gonna break my heart, isn't it? He's got friends. Oh my god. Okay, so all right, let's go. Okay, so he runs up. They're at the park. He's got two friends. One of them's got like I don't even call it like a beak, but he's got like a big upper lip, like it's like his nose and upper lip fused together. He's kind of cool looking. And then this other guy is a little bit bigger kid. He's got an All Might silver aged t-shirt on. Mukun Tomo-chan. Oh, that's the friends, right? So that's the day. Mikun Tomo-chan. You should be All Might, Ten-chan. Oh my god. Okay. I'm freaking out. Okay. All right. For those of you who know, I'm a long time supporter of the theory that the stranger that brought Tenko home that day from this, when he supposedly got in trouble, is All For One. And now they're showing it. I swear to God, if the next page shows like the stranger coming up and be like, "You shouldn't be out here, young man," or whatever, and takes him home, and it reveals that. Okay, here we go. You should be All Might, Ten-chan, they say to him. And you see his face light up. He smiles. They're playing at the park. Oh my god, I'm getting some bad vibes though, because he looks at the clock and this shot of Tenko is very haunting. It's like he's like half the screen is just white and void. The other half is like of a sky at sunset. I presume it's like past 6 o'clock based on the clock. So yeah, the sun's setting. No, I'm a villain. I'm evil. And destroy things. Oh my god. Fucking chills. Ah, god. Okay, sorry. This chapter is actually insane. Okay. All right. So they're still kneeling together. Deku still without his left arm, and then you have Tenko. The image of Tenko is like kind of flaky. It's like falling apart. Behind them, you have the League. From left to right, Mr. Compress, Dabi, Spinner, Twice, Toga, and they're all just standing there, just kind of standing there. Dabi's got his hands in his pockets like normal. Toga's got hands behind the back. Twice standing there. And they're all just looking down at him. Looking down at both of them. Where are you going with this, Horikoshi? And then we're cutting to Shigaraki, but it's Shigaraki now. But he's still kind of flaky and falling apart. Shigaraki says, "Even if all my hatred went away, and I turned into an empty shell, I'd still need to become a hero to those guys, the villains." That is such a good line. That is so heartbreakingly sad. Even if all my hatred went away and I turned into an empty shell, I'd still need to become a hero to those guys, the villains. This, more than like, okay, we already knew that Shigaraki and the League were close. And I know a lot of people wanted more of like a reaction from Shigaraki regarding like Twice's death and just them kind of falling apart in general. But damn it, if this isn't just as good, if not better. Like it's a true to the heart confession that they meant more to him than his own hatred and his own desire for destruction. That I can't even begin to describe how fucking cool that is. Are you kidding me? And I haven't even, that's just the words, but the visuals. So the first one, even if my hatred away, I turn into an empty shell. It's kind of a close up on his hands, and you just see like kind of a blank half expression from him. And then the bottom, it's a double spread. And it's just it's a pan back shot of him. His hand is disintegrating. His body's disintegrating. Oh my god. Cue the meme peak cinema. Holy shit. This is the best. This exceeds any scenario I could have imagined in my mind of like how this is ending. I'm sorry. I know people want me to keep reading. You need to digest things sometimes and just let it sink in. This is really fucking good. Also, the scene of them at the park, very reminiscent. I don't think they're going to go this way, but this is very reminiscent of how Vigilantes ended. If anyone hasn't read Vigilantes, I won't spoil, but like there's a moment with the main villain and Koichi that is kind of similar to Deku and Tenko being in this like park setting. I think you should definitely read Vigilantes. Okay, so now we're cutting to is this okay, we're cutting to the present now because we're not getting this is like it's showing like the film footage of the world and stuff. Do it, says this guy who's looking at his phone, walking to work. And then you have this guy in a is a man cave, I guess, of sorts. Destroy the entire world, wipe it all out, Tomer Shigaraki. So you're actually, okay, interesting. You're actually getting some people who are rooting for Shigaraki to destroy everything. That's, you know what? That's kind of true. Like, yeah, sure, we're seeing like, you know what? I will say, let's give some credit to Horikoshi here. The fact that he's showing different perspectives of like you're getting people who are cheering for All Might. You're getting people who are like mildly somewhat interested in watching. You have people who are like rooting for Deku, not rooting for Deku, and you have people who are rooting for the villains. Do it. Destroy the entire world. Wipe it all out. Tomer Shigaraki, this guy watching the computer. And then we're getting a film footage shot of the giant hands in the sky. The hands are disintegrating. Cutting to the command center. The fingers are vanishing. What happened in there? And we're getting some static here. Shimura-san. Is this Kotaro? Wait, whoa. Whoa, quite a cut. Okay. Shimura-san. Oh, they were that guy from Koga Constructions. Oh my god, wait. Oh my, is this the stranger talking to him? Is this all for one? Hold on. And we're getting Shigaraki with a surprised expression. And then the paneling is all staticky, like, no. Suffering from lower back pain, right? Stupid Nat, get out of here. Suffering from lower back pain. What? Yeah, it's getting worse with each passing year. Want me to introduce you to a great doctor? No, thanks. It's not that big of a... I think I got him. No, thanks. It's not that big of a deal. Is the doctor he's alluding to, is it Garaki? I don't know. And now we're cutting to they're at a bar or something. What's up with this memory? Asks someone. Is this who's asking? Is this Shigaraki asking this? What's up with this memory? Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work, says Kotaro. What about his quirk? It hasn't manifested yet. Oh my god! Don't fucking is All For One whining and dining his dad? What the fuck? Bro, oh my. What he's asking about him. What about his quirk? Hasn't manifested yet. I have no idea what this is. He doesn't know the memory. It's not Tenko's. It's not his memory. Is this fucking All For One? This is All For One's memory. I don't even know what to say. I'm afraid to see what happens next. Is it about to confirm? Who is this guy? And we're getting a shot. It's from his perspective, and it's a guy's hand about to drink some wine. Who is this? This has to be All For One's memory. How else did you have access to it? Yes! He's making his move! It's happening! I freaking called it! Let's go! Yeah! I knew All For One wasn't gone. Everyone was like, bro, screw All For One, he's gone. Like, this is good. I need to immediately after this see people's reactions, because holy shit, there are people who are going to be mad. Because every time I brought up that All For One was definitely going to make a move again, they got pissed. They're like, no, screw that guy. It would invalidate everything Shigaraki was and whatnot. No. Oh my god. And now we're cutting. Oh my god, the visuals. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like losing my shit. This is so cool. This is hype as shit. We're cutting. Okay. Just like I thought, this is his most vulnerable time. When else would the vestige of All For One that had been suppressed rise from the shadows and make his move? And here he is, swallowing Shigaraki whole. He's erupting from the ground, this playground. You see the mouth of him, and Deku's right on the nose, what used to be the nose of All For One. Visually spectacular. This is great. Okay, let me shut up and read. Okay, I gotta zoom out a little bit though. I'm a little bit zoomed in to get the whole majesty of this. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for sounding like an absolute lunatic. Okay, yeah, this is awesome. This is so cool. You foolish vessel. This nobody of a boy made you have a change of heart. All For One's back. Yeah! You want to become stronger without ever getting rid of your weakness? What a fool, Tenko Shimura. Oh my god. Can I reach the freaking thing, please? Thank you. To this day, you've never made a single decision on your own. All For One rises. What are Shigaraki and Deku going to do? I'm actually like kind of like oddly tearing up. I know that sounds like stupid, but this is something I've wanted to see. Okay. Okay. All right. So, All For One's back. And there's a potential that Deku and Shigaraki are going to have to team up. There is so much got revealed here. Bro, All For One... Okay. All For One's such a maniacal bastard. Oh, he's so goddarn evil. He literally wined and dined his dad. And there's so many things that could happen. Did it makes you wonder, like, what... will we see more of this? Because did he use this to get, like... just basic information on Tenko, or like, my assumption is, what if there's a chance that All For One in his own volition, determined that being quirkless actually made someone the perfect vessel. Like, what if he figured that out before the vestiges with Deku did? Because if that is the case, and that's not outlandish, because All For One did a lot of studies when he was like contemplating what happened with Yoichi. If he came to that assumption, and what if like, because we don't know if Kotaro had a quirk. He could have. He was probably too old to make a vessel at this point. But if All For One's plan was to get like to inflict pain on All Might and the One For All users by getting Tenko specifically, what's more appealing than having like he's asking, what about his quirk? Oh, it hasn't manifested yet. Like, oh, he doesn't have one. Oh, perfect. Sounds like a perfect vessel to me. Like, you know, he's just gathering information, but it's so funny to me. It's funny and also tragic that like from the beginning, from basically like Tenko's birth, All For One was there plotting in the shadows to screw him over, to screw his family over his whole life, and make him his puppet, his pawn, his own vessel. This is so dastardly, and I like coming from a guy who likes All For One a lot as a villain. I understand that this is gonna piss a lot of people off because there's gonna be people who think that this takes away from Shigaraki, and I want to tell you that is not the case in any like shape or form. Shigaraki is very much his own character. He is a character that has had a tragic past inflicted upon by All For One, but it doesn't detract from like it says here. Like to this day, you've never made a single decision on your own. Like I think what he means by that is like I've been hands in the cookie jar since day one. Like I've been manipulating everything that you've done, but it's not really like there's a lot of ways to interpret it, you know, and I need to like digest this, but it's so good. I knew this chapter would be big, but I did not expect it to just obliterate my expectations. Like this is so good. This is so good. Bro. What did it say here, Shinamura-san? Oh, you're that guy from Koga Constructions. So the stranger worked for a construction company? Or All For One? I guess All For One could easily like pretend to be whoever, though. I'm sure he has abilities that change his appearance and stuff. That's crazy though. That like all the only thing that didn't show yet, and this might be coming next chapter. Which, by the way, do we get a break? It doesn't say we get a break. They didn't officially confirm that All For One gave Tenko decay, but I think that it's very the possibility of that being true skyrocketed because of this chapter. And I think that's gonna make a lot of people upset. Me personally, as someone who always expected that to be the case, I love it, and the visuals and everything about this chapter are phenomenal. I love Shigaraki, his heartfelt, like in just 2 little pages and 4 bubbles of dialogue, we got like such a strong statement from Shigaraki. I'm going to read it again. Even if all my hatred went away and I turned into an empty shell, I'd still need to become a hero to those guys, the villains. There are so many different avenues you can dissect that. Like, he still wants to be a hero like he was as a kid, but his experiences warped what he views heroes to really be. So he found comfort in the family of other villains, but to those villains, he wants to be a hero to them. It's crazy. It's so good. Visual. I can't get over how cool this chapter was. My predictions were right, by the way. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I freaking will. He interfered with the Shimura disaster, so the dog died, but he saved the sister and stuff. It didn't even focus on it that much. Deku got the gist of like kind of what happened, and that's sort of where my thought process was going. It was like, there's not really a point to showing the whole thing again, so I think Deku will intervene, and he did. He got damaged from it, supposedly, but we'll see. Like, I'm so curious how they're going to fight All For One when Deku doesn't have any quirks left, and he's rapidly transforming into this little boy. Like, is this hinting that All for One is going to retake control of the actual physical body? And then maybe they'll both get jettisoned back out, and it'll be Deku in the physical world again against All for One in the physical world. And at that point, it's hinting here at the end that they're going to team up. All for One rises. What are Shigaraki and Deku going to do? A team up. This was an older theory that people had, but it kind of went away when All for One died because most people didn't expect him to come back. But there are some people who thought that Deku and Shigaraki ultimately might team up to destroy All for One entirely. I can't get over just how cool this looks. Please go to TCB Scans and check this out for yourself because, my God. Or read the officials. I subscribe to Viz as well. Always support the official content. I've rambled on for nearly 40 minutes now. Yeah. Sorry for sounding like a lunatic through a majority of this, but this is so cathartic to me because it just... Man. Sometimes you just gotta let Horikoshi cook because he just knows... No matter how many fan theories you have out there, no matter how many things you want to happen or don't want to happen, at the end of the day, the person who cares the most about these characters in this story is Horikoshi himself. Like, you can tell just by the way he like the care and the attention to detail that he puts into this. There's no bigger fan of this world than himself. And I think that people need to remember that. Because it's showing through so strong right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. In the future, try not to... I'll go back to confirm this because I don't know exactly what people were messaging me. I'll read them all now. Not like publicly, but I'll go read them and kind of see what they were. But just in the future, now I avoid stuff for the 24 hours after leaks anyway, but don't like DM like, oh, this happened this chapter, or you're gonna love this chapter because of this. You know, again, I don't know. People were messaging me that, but I'm too afraid to check. I was too afraid to check beforehand. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Leave your thoughts down below. This is without question like one of the all-time greatest chapters of the series, and it's so pivotal and amazing, and that's all I can say. I'm flabbergasted. It's so good. Oh yeah, until next time, it's been Mighty Gazelle, hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys. All for One's back! Let's go!